On this episode, I got the opportunity to sit down with two creative sisters. Leah and Rayah Gugliotta got their start on YouTube way back in the day. In the episode, we discuss how they started, how they avoid being burnt out, and how they turn down the noise of social media. Hope you enjoy the episode. Let's dive into it. Well, first of all, thank you for making the trek out to Markham. I know it's not like the greatest commute, but
it's all good.
So first off, I just kind of want to start. Everybody that doesn't know you, who are you as humans? What defines you? Like, what do you do best?
Well, my name is Leah Gugliotta. I am a media production student at Ryerson in Toronto. What do I do best?
You're really good at editing and coming
video
up
editing.
with content. Yeah. My name is Rayah Gugliotta. Obviously, we're sisters. What am I best at?
You're very creative. You have good ideas. Like, you're kind of like the brain.
Well, thanks. I think we both do, though.
Yeah.
We both like to brainstorm, so it's a good team.
Yeah.
We have a good team.
She's very artistic.
Right on. So that's like the kind of dynamic as sisters that you guys got going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a bunch of starting questions to get a better sense of what you value out of life. So first one, whoever has it first, basically, favorite book or movie?
Should we do both?
You can totally do both.
Okay.
You go first. 'Cause
Sure.
I know.
My favorite movie is called The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. I won't get into it because I could go off. But and then my favorite book is sort of a new one. It's called Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. It's a new movie, but it's a fantastic book. It's a great story.
The books are always better.
Always.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite movie most recently is The Quiet Place, like we were talking about. Books, I don't really read that much, so I can't remember what's my favorite one that I've ever read. Honestly, I read Safe Haven a long time ago, and it was really good because the ending scene of the movie is really intense. So in the book, it was really good. Yeah. But I don't read that often, so.
I feel like most people don't. I think like audiobooks are coming in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm very against audiobooks.
Yeah, you want the physical?
Yeah. I buy too many books. I can't even read.
Yeah,
them
she has
all.
a whole like bookshelf, a whole collection of them, and she's like running out of space on the bookshelf.
Yeah, it's a space thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite book?
I read like all the stuff that's like How to Steal Like an Artist.
Oh,
and that
cool.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I've been
like,
wanting to read that book.
But yeah, I feel like nonfiction fiction is pretty distant for me. I read stuff that's like totally aimed at business, self-help.
Wow, that's
that
good
kind
though.
of stuff.
Nice.
You're like getting something out of it. You're like learning from it.
Yeah, I guess so. What about a favorite album or artist? Something that's been like on repeat recently.
One of my like all-time favorite bands is The Grateful Dead.
Oh, wow.
And
Right on.
also love The Who. Those are probably two of my favorite bands that I always gravitate towards. Yeah.
I'd have to say I have two also. The 1975 I always have on
yeah.
repeat.
We love them.
Yeah, and then on the other spectrum, I really like Novo Amor. I think that's how you say it. He's very chilled and like his music is so soothing. Yeah. I just always gravitate towards that when I'm stressed or when I'm just painting. I just like to put it on in the background. It's so good.
Yeah.
Cool. Spotify, Apple Music.
Spotify.
Right on. Are either of you flat earthers?
Wait, what? Flat Earthers?
Yeah, flat earthers.
Recently,
we might be. We don't know.
Recently, we were watching a conspiracy video by Shane Dawson. He's a YouTuber. And watching it, I was like, there's no way the earth is flat. But he was talking to his brother who's kind of into
on
that.
the fence. He's like, is it flat?
Yeah. It made me like question,
So on the fence.
stuff. Yeah.
Up until
That's-
recently, never. I was always like, no, the Earth is round.
Yeah.
But then after watching that conspiracy video,
Yeah.
it was like half an hour long, and we both were.
We were so easily
Yeah.
convinced.
So I don't
yeah.
know. On the
What
fence.
about you?
I'm just gonna go with it's round because
Yeah.
like
That's what everyone's been going with for years.
like,
So just
why is
keep
it
going.
just now that it's like
I know, right?
no, it's
Yeah.
flat.
That's why it's a conspiracy, because it's happening just now.
We
Everyone's
haven't
like,
been in space, so you never
we
know.
never know.
True.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the moon landing?
No, I think that was faked.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it could be real. But
Yeah.
I've seen
I hate
videos on
stuff
that
like
of
that.
like how you could just easily do that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should watch The Shining then. It's one of the theories.
Everyday carries. Is there anything that you don't leave the house with?
My film camera. I don't usually leave the house without it.
Yeah. For me, gum. I
Yeah.
literally am always the person that has gum. So like 2 or 3 packages. At the bottom of my purse, it's like wrappers of gum.
Yeah, she always has gum, which is
That's
good.
the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I always have on me.
Is this an addiction that started when you were younger, or
Yeah, for sure. Like I've always been the one that had gum, and if I didn't, my parents would carry it for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like little chiclet ones when I was little, and now I just always have it.
Yeah.
So random.
It's helpful though.
okay? Last one. Before we get into it, what is one guilty pleasure you guys have?
Dang, I don't know. I have to think about this. I can only think of like YouTube related things, like certain people that we watch that were like, oh, we haven't subscribed to them, but we just watch them because it's kind of like our guilty pleasure,
Yeah,
That's-
that's a good one.
you know? So like
I definitely
there's
have
a
those.
few, right? Like
Yeah.
like for the longest time, I don't know if you've heard like Tana Mojo. She's like, she does like story times and stuff, and for like years I just watched her videos and I never subscribed. There's like a couple, and like recently James Charles, he does like makeup. I'm like, oh, this is so far from what I do. Like I don't do beauty glam makeup, but recently I'm like, oh, why can't I not stop? I can't stop watching his videos.
Yeah.
So that's what I can think of for.
I think the only thing I can think of is like video games.
Yeah, you
I
play
like-
video games.
Yeah. I can't spend the money on all of them, but I usually get addicted to like one video game in particular.
On like what platform?
I buy them on Steam and I play them on my desktop.
Oh,
I
you're like an actual gamer. Okay.
I recently just purchased Fallout 4. It's like almost kind of like a post-apocalyptic video game, and you're like the person and you're playing. It's based on your decisions. One of those kind of
Okay.
adventure games, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh yeah, that's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
That game is so
Yes.
fun.
Or like Harvest Moon.
Yes, Harvest
Yeah.
Moon was the best.
Yes.
So old.
I know.
but so good.
Yeah, those actual classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on GameCube.
Yes. GameCube.
that what it's called?
GameCube, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say, like just
Yeah.
playing Mario
Oh.
Kart or something.
I know that for sure. We all like grew up doing
Yeah.
that. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
like GameCube and Wii, and now
Yeah.
I think we sold them all.
Yeah,
Didn't we?
unfortunately.
Okay, so now that everyone has like kind of a better handle on you, like where did your creative journey start? Was it because you guys were sisters and you guys were like feeding off whatever you guys were doing younger, or is it did it start solely with YouTube when you guys started that?
We both grew up watching a lot of YouTube, and her and I, we always have had a really close relationship. So we just kind of figured one day, hey, let's make some funny videos. We have a good connection. Maybe we'll be like a sister duo on YouTube. So yeah, we kind of started that because we saw other people doing it, and it was just purely fun for us. And we just enjoyed editing, filming, and just hanging out and doing like little not contests. What are they called? Like challenges. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of started just something fun.
We started out doing them more for fun, and then
Yeah.
I think once I got into media production in school, I learned a lot more, like based on post production, what I could do with the videos, and like I was obviously she was able to come up with more ideas because she got more into like more YouTube videos, and she had way more ideas, so we kind of became a little bit
Mush it
more
together.
serious about it. Yeah.
When did you guys like create the channel? Like when did it become a thing?
Was it 2013?
I think it was 2013.
It was the summer of 2013. We're just like, okay, what are we going to name it? And we had the hardest time coming up with a name because our last name's Gugliotta. So we weren't going to be like Gugliotta Girls. It's kind of like a tongue twister. So we just went with Leah Rayah, because once you have your YouTube name and you start, you can't change the handle unless you start a new channel. So we're just like, okay, we're just going to go Leah Rayah because it's our names. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that kind of sucks that, because I've been in the same boat of like, I want to change this now, but you straight up can't.
I know.
What was your first video? Do you guys remember that you posted?
Yep.
Yeah. It was a blindfolded makeup challenge.
Yeah.
So
I was blindfolded and did her makeup.
yeah. So the first time I ever went on the
jokes.
computer, I was completely like no makeup, and then I looked bad after because she just like threw mascara on. She put way too much bronzer, and we were also in our basement, and the lighting was
So
no natural
orange.
lighting, so it was orange.
Yeah.
It's still up. We've debated privating it.
But it's like the whole journey.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like where we came from. It's like we started in the basement with terrible lighting, and now
we have great
we have better lighting.
I think that's something that's really cool about YouTube. That is like, you can see anybody that you're following is their whole collection, like where they actually started from. You can't really see that with like movie directors and stuff like
That's
that.
true, yeah.
That's something unique to YouTube that I feel like is totally underrated.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
So from there, 2013, at this point, you guys have like almost 20K, no? Over 10K.
Right now we have, I think, almost
Over.
19.
I think so.
But back then at the time, I think our first milestone that we hit was 10,000. So that was 2 years ago.
I don't know.
I don't really know.
I probably should know. I don't know like the specifics, but yeah.
Yeah.
We hit 10,000 pretty quickly.
Yeah, we hit 10,000 pretty quickly, and now we've just been kind of like at 19 for like a while now.
Yeah.
But YouTube has also changed in the past couple of years.
Drastic amount,
It's
yeah.
so competitive now.
Yeah,
So
it's harder, I think. Back then it was a bit more easygoing.
yeah, and people weren't really doing it as like a job or a competitive thing, so it was kind of more carefree. Now it's like you have to put so much thought into like your thumbnail, what you title the video, how you edit it, how long it is. Like there's so many
and
factors.
There's still a chance that you could get demonetized.
Oh, for sure,
and then
yeah.
not get paid. And yeah.
So there's a lot of factors that make it difficult now.
Did you guys hit the ground running when you put out that first video? Did you like keep putting out videos, or was it like...
Yeah.
We were pretty consistent for the first couple of months, almost to a year. I don't remember if we had a set schedule, but we were posting as frequently as we could.
Yeah. Whenever we found kind of like a new challenge, we usually did a lot of challenges. And at the time, there was a lot of different challenges on YouTube.
Yeah, we just did whatever was trending pretty much.
That was like the trend at the time.
But then that would help you guys get on trending, right?
That's true.
So like, you just kind of playing it how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it was just a slow build basically from like all the way up. Do you remember the first year of Buffer Festival? Like what year that was?
I want to say
2015?
14 or 15.
Oh.
2015.
15, 16, 17.
15.
14.
Oh. Either 14 or 15.
Okay. That still works though. That's like, so you guys have been on YouTube for 2 or 3 years and then have an in with Buffer Festival. What was your experience like that there? First year out?
The first year we went more to, I guess as fans.
Yeah.
To see, there was this YouTuber called Louis Cole, Fun for Louis, and we really liked his vlogs and stuff, so it was cool to see him. And then the next year, our one friend, Jeffrey, he made YouTube videos and he was a creator, so he had like +1, so he brought us with him.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. And then after that, we met some more people, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a good kind of connect event? Like everyone's talking with everyone kind of?
I think it
started
used to
like
be.
that.
Yeah. Now it's a little bit more.
The featured creators kind of show their work, and then you kind of just attend and watch them.
Yeah.
So it's more like screenings. Whereas in the first year or 2 years, there was more
Meet and
networking,
greet
I would say. You could
networking.
hang out with people after. So it's kind of changed in that way. So, it was definitely more connecting with people the first and second year, which we really like that.
So they should probably get back to
Yeah,
like networking
that's what we
aspect.
think. But
I mean, it's good. It's good for like the content that they're showing is really high quality content, which is awesome. And I think that's what they intended it to be in the beginning. So it might be nice to even keep it like that. But then almost have like a networking buffer festival that was like the first and second year.
Yeah. So basically now it's just like screenings of whatever the top creators are that are invited, and then you just kind of sit and watch, and then they have like a panel discussion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of like TIFF, but for YouTube. That's what they kind of say about it, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though,
Yeah.
because those creators need an outlet.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you guys have been attending that for multiple years.
I would say
ever since it
4 or
started.
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been every year.
Have you ever like run, like, do you know where your demographic is?
Yeah.
Have you like looked at the stats and
Yeah.
noticed where people are watching from?
Yeah, we have a lot
Across the water, like
in the UK. We have
Yeah.
a lot. In the States, we have a lot. Canada, we do, but I think the
It's
States
not
and
the
the UK
biggest.
is more. And it's usually between 18 and 24, mostly females. That's what I've checked. But
yeah, that's what
yeah.
I've noticed as well.
It's a big, big target audience right now is female.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's like YouTube has openly stated that they want more female YouTubers.
Really?
Yeah, there's only, I think out of the entire YouTube, it's 62% people using YouTube is male, and then the rest is female. So it's
Yeah.
like 38%, and then creators out of that, I don't even know.
Yeah.
They
Probably
actually-
a lot lower.
They mentioned that at Bufferfest last year
Oh, yeah.
because there
yeah,
was
yeah.
a lot of female featured creators. So they were like, let's keep this going. We want to see more in the next year. So they did talk about that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Like, do you guys feel any pressure, like online, or just like from either being female, or just a pressure of like having like over 10K is a lot. 19K, you guys were saying, is a lot of people to be like have eyes,
Right.
right? So do you feel like you have to put out good quality stuff, or is it just like still something that you're trying to keep fun?
A mix of both, I would say.
Yeah,
But
for
definitely people are looking at your content to be really high quality now just because of what's out there. But that's why we really like doing vlogs, because they're not as structured and they can be a bit more fun, right?
Yeah. And they can be personal as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
True, yeah. Opportunity to like learn about yourself is like totally key.
Yeah.
Do you have any videos planned this summer that are like
Do
under
we?
wraps?
I think so. I have a page written down of stuff
Yeah.
we kind of want to do.
Yeah.
Nothing super crazy. We're just trying to
Yeah.
come up. We might do.
We recently started doing individual videos because we weren't always able to collab together. So we found that she really loves like beauty videos,
in health,
like
and-
beauty and
yeah.
skin and health, and I really love talking about movies. So we kind of we still do videos together, but sometimes if we're the other person's video, like I've started like a series where I talk about my top 8 movies, and she'll do like a get ready with me with her beauty stuff, which is cool because it shows like our different interests. But
Yeah,
also-
because that's the thing we found as we've been doing YouTube. We both have different interests. So always doing a collab together for every
Sometimes it's
video.
hard.
We won't always agree on a video. Like she doesn't really want to do a makeup get ready with me, but I do. So by branching off and doing our own separate videos, we found that's kind of something where we're going to keep going with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Like just diversify and like reach a bigger audience
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a schedule, or is it?
Yeah, we post on
Yeah.
Sundays. We try to.
Sunday, sometimes Monday morning.
Yeah.
So every Sunday
Yeah.
people can see a new video, and like, what do you guys have the like YouTube.com/
Yes, it's youtube.com/Leah Rayah.
Right
So
on.
LeahRayah.
Right on.
That's it.
So every Sunday, either one of you is posting.
Yeah.
And are you coming up, Raya, with all the ideas, or are you coming up with your ideas?
Yeah, we collab for sure.
Yeah. And we definitely run our ideas by each other. Like if I'm going to do, I don't know, a skincare video, I run it by her and just say, hey, do you think I should do it this way? And she'll kind of give her input, or she'll help me film it, which is great because you always need someone to kind of be there behind the camera just helping you a little bit, unless you do it by yourself, which is tricky, but we can still do that. But yeah, we definitely run our ideas by each other.
Yeah,
Right
for
on.
sure.
And then when it's done, are you editing? Are you splitting the editing?
I usually prefer to edit.
Yeah.
But,
She's faster and like a bit more efficient with it.
If
but-
it's like a video that she's done, she'll usually, edit.
Yeah. We
But
both
I'll help
do
her
it.
and and then she, that's just,
Right on. I feel like that's, even when I'm trying to film stuff, like I'll just get my girlfriend to like stand behind the camera and be like, is this good? Is this not good?
Because sometimes even like the camera will shut off, or like your audio
memory card's full and you're like, oh, I didn't see that from over here, that it was flashing.
Yeah.
What are the challenges of like coming up with new ideas?
It's hard. Coming up with unique things that haven't been done before, I find is really hard.
Yeah, because I feel like everything's been done. You know what I mean?
Probably to some extent. Is that why it was almost easier like starting? Because I feel like now you guys are putting out fresh content that's unique to you, but you were at first like doing all the challenge videos.
Yeah.
Is that still something that you guys are interested in, like dropping one a month or something?
Like one challenge video a month or something?
Like a throwback. That would be fun.
We might, because even our mom, she's like, I miss those, like the yoga challenge. That was so funny. And like, I actually watched that one the other day and I laughed so hard. I might be biased, but it's kind of funny seeing us do like silly things. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we would do like a throwback, because there's not many like challenges, or if there is, it's within like the gaming community, or it's in like the beauty community.
Yeah,
so
specific.
Yeah, it's specific. So I mean, we could probably come up with something and do a throwback. Yeah. Like a fun video once a month. Yeah.
Since your channel's progressed over the years now, like how do you keep the momentum going? Like obviously you guys have separated to try to keep the videos coming. Is there anything else that you guys have done to keep the passion burning for it, or just keep like having that side hustle?
I think definitely if like one of us is feeling maybe discouraged about YouTube or not motivated, or if we just have like a lack of creativity, the other person usually is good at like pumping that person up, you know, because we don't always feel like filming at the same time, but some person, like I'll go to her with an idea or vice versa, and usually that person will be like, oh yeah, let's do that, you know. You just need like a little bit of help, which is good when it comes to like a collab channel, you know, because if it was just me, for example,
if you get burnt out, you just wouldn't post anything.
A video.
I feel like that's pretty lucky that you guys have each other for that.
For sure.
I know it's really easy to get like burnt out, even when you're like maybe feeling creative and it's just like, you know what, this isn't as what I pictured. And then it's just like you're not hyped out in anymore, and it's really hard to like keep going. But if you have someone to push you through that and be like, no, it's good. Is there any times that you guys are both are feeling like maybe this isn't that great? Like how do you get through that?
We have gone through phases like that, and we just take the week off. Like sometimes we'll feel pressured. It'll be Saturday and we're like, oh, we didn't do anything. Like we don't have anything to post. We won't just do something for the sake of uploading it on Sunday. So sometimes we do miss stuff, but then we'll go on Instagram and do like an Instagram live to like kind of make up for it. So yeah, we do have those moments where we just don't have anything and neither of us want to film or edit, because it's obviously we love it, but it is a lot of work too. So
and sometimes it's better to not post something if you're
not happy
forced,
about it,
you know. If you're forcing creativity, I feel like that's usually when the not so good ideas come, and you're like just posting a video for the sake of posting. We like to post if we're like if
happy
our heart's
about
in
it.
For sure. How do you feel about like there's so many people pushing like you gotta create content literally every day?
I know.
Especially for like Instagram and stuff.
Instagram's the worst.
It's really hard, and just for me, I've gone like months without posting because I'm like, I can't. I didn't do it yesterday, so like I'm done. I'm over it.
Oh, I struggle with Instagram so much because we have our own personal accounts. Then we have a joint account. I'll forget about that joint account, and then I won't post for weeks. And then, it's so discouraging because with the algorithm, you have to post frequently all the time to get your stuff seen. So it's, that's a whole other game park.
A lot. Yeah.
How do you keep like just your feelings kind of at bay if you're feeling down about creating, like you guys were talking about that you paint earlier?
So just to like get away from everything, I'll paint and draw and listen to music. I don't know, just take a break from the camera, because it's a lot always having to have a camera, be in front of it. So mentally we need to take breaks from it. And so what do? You do like
to what?
To like take a break. You read stuff and
I'll read, I'll watch a movie, or I'll go on a bike ride usually.
Right on. And that's just like set your mind to like a restart, fresh place.
Exactly.
Would you have any advice for people that are just like feeling that struggle of like creating, or just like super down and not in a good mental space? Is there anything else besides the things that you guys mentioned that might help?
I think taking time to like be, your like be alone is very important, because I think social media can get a little or a lot stressful sometimes. So taking a break from that, you know, FOMO is like a real thing. So just like taking a break from, you know, all your social media platforms and just kind of doing something that makes you happy.
Exactly.
And like clearing your mind, you know, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I think
and
that's really important.
doing stuff that you're not posting about. Like a lot of my art I won't post about it because it's just personal for me. Or like even hanging out with friends. Like we don't need to bring our camera with us every single time we're with our friends, because that can get overwhelming. So I would just say like take time for yourself. And don't feel pressured if you're not where you want to be, because overall, if you just take breaks, in the long run, you'll eventually get to that spot instead of getting burnt out and doing it and forcing yourself to do it in like a short amount of time. So yeah, taking breaks.
Taking breaks and self-reflection.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like morning or maybe night stuff that you like? I don't know if you meditate or something. Like there's so many apps out there.
Yeah.
But do you have anything that you do like when you get up or before you go to bed?
I think when I get up, music is like a thing that I put on always.
Just to get like a positive mindset.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it might be cliche, but like essential oils.
Yeah,
we both have a
like,
diffuser, and like putting in some oils and just kind of breathing it in.
Yeah.
Or even going outside and going for a walk. I find getting fresh air really helps. So like, sometimes.
Yoga as well.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other like side hustles on the go? Like other than YouTube individually together? Do you have anything else going on?
Well, right now I'm just working part-time, doing like social media and web marketing for a company. But other than that, I did start up an Etsy for my art. So that's kind of a constant side hustle that I would love to see it take off. But
do you want to drop that real quick?
Oh yeah, my Etsy. It's a paperback studio.
Yeah.
So I do like
She's really
stickers and
talented.
cards, and I want to get into some more just stationary stuff, I guess. So that I would love to see it go somewhere. But that's kind of like my biggest side hustle right now. Yeah.
For me, I freelance video editing and videography, which is my passion, one of my passions. So it's cool getting, you know, referred from people that I've worked with before and saying, hey, I really loved your videos. Come, like, I'll pay you to make this video for me, which is awesome.
There's nothing better than making like the side hustle and getting a couple bucks from it.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I just feel like the whole millennial like workforce is just trying to do what they actually want to do.
Yeah.
And like not be
For
forced
sure.
into like, yeah, okay, I'll just work at
9 to
wherever.
5.
Yeah, 9
Yeah,
to 5.
at an
and
office
just
that I hate.
sit in a
Yeah.
cubicle and
Yeah.
just like go out on Fridays, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Who inspires you right now? Either just in generally on YouTube, like on Instagram.
I have a girl that I know. Well, I don't know her, but she's from Pickering, I believe, and she does YouTube. Chelsea Trevor. She inspires me so much because I think she's about your age, or maybe a little bit older, or maybe a year younger than me. But she's grown so much in the past little while, and she is uploading 3 times a week. And
Wow.
I don't know, just her Instagram game is like on point. Everything she's doing, I'm like that. I strive to like be kind of like that and just get our channel as frequent and like posting as often as her. And all her content's really cute and fun. So she's really inspired me a lot lately.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone that's a YouTuber that's always inspired me is Casey Neistat. Just like his drive to always be creating is something that I've always just,
It's unreal.
Yeah.
It's just something that I definitely look up to.
Yeah, he definitely kind of comes up with new things, and people like try to mimic it.
Yeah,
So,
like
he's
even that
person.
tripod, like we got that tripod
because we saw him using it.
Yeah. I think like literally everybody has that because of him.
Yeah, for sure.
And like they may not even know why.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of like seeing people creating, I know for me, like I'll see like Casey or YouTubers that I like, or especially on Instagram, this happens so frequently that I'll see photos and there's just going to be like self-doubt that comes through. From like watching like the YouTuber that you mentioned or someone like Casey. How do you not let that affect yourself?
Right.
Really?
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, it can be hard. A couple weeks ago, I was in a very like creative
Funk.
dry spell almost. Yeah. And so seeing other people, you know, just be so free and be so creative sometimes definitely, you know, puts me in a funk. But I think what lifts me out of that is, again, like stepping back from, you know, comparing other people, but definitely just doing something that makes me happy and taking inspiration from people, but not, you know, comparing to an extent that's like unrealistic.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think just taking a step back, because Instagram, you find yourself comparing yourself with like everyone. So I just try to take breaks from it when I can, just to like not be in my own head. Because like everyone's journey with YouTube or Instagram or whatever they're creating, everyone's journey is different. So yeah, I just try not to compare. It's hard though.
Yeah. What's your stance on like how much to create? Like how much should people create on Instagram or YouTube, or just in general as a creative person? Like, should you be creating every day, or?
That's a hard one.
I think you should be creating when you feel inspired. I think there are definitely people that create and post just to post. I'm definitely like an advocate of posting when I've just developed a new roll of film. I'm not going to post them all right away. I'll post them, you know.
Yeah,
this is
like as much as you want to post them all, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, but also I fall into the wanting to post every day. And I'm pretty hard on myself when I don't. There was like a month where I was frequent with it, and then recently I've just haven't posted for weeks, and I'm like, oh, I should start doing it.
Yeah.
So I just think consistency, whether it's once a day, once a week, or whenever you feel like, as long as you're constantly doing what you're okay with doing, I feel like that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like there's such a fine line, because like I'm okay with posting once a month, but that might slip by. But like if you speak in like terms of like a writer or something, if you don't write like every day, you're not going to be a better writer. So like when I try to think of, okay, if I'm not like making like a video or like a painting every week, am I getting better at what I'm doing, or am I just staying stagnant?
Yeah.
So I think that's a super fine line.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
And you need to be like concrete about it. If you're like, okay, I'm going to do this once a week, and then like commit to it once a week.
Yeah, I think also writing that down for yourself is good, because you're almost like holding yourself accountable. I kind of do that. I put on my calendar, okay, I want to get this done this week. And I really, really try to stick to it, because you want to like be getting better and practicing more. And every time we do a video, we're learning from it. Like, oh, that didn't work last time, so let's do this next time. So
yeah, for sure.
Do you guys use any like schedulers or like stuff to organize your week or day or to-do lists? Like maybe for Instagram, do you have anything that schedules your post or something?
Not right now, I don't think. I use an app that kind of schedules, like you can rearrange your feed, but nothing that posts for us. Like I know there's like Hootsuite or Buffer or something. We haven't really gotten into that.
We both have paper calendars in our rooms, like beside our desks, which is not for Instagram, but just for life. It's nice physically writing something down rather than the phone. Sometimes having a phone alert is not the same as having it visibly, physically, like on your wall on a calendar.
And like you can kind of wake up and look
exactly
what your day is.
Yeah.
Does it have like a picture on the top? Is that like the calendar, like the pictures on the top?
Mine just has some flowers and like
the month written in like nice calligraphy.
Yeah.
That would be, I guess, included in the routine of like checking what's on the calendar and what's to do. Do you do anything else to like keep yourselves in check, of like sending emails, making phone calls, work to do in school or your job?
I have like sticky notes on my computer.
Yeah.
I have like 2 desktop screens. So on my one screen, like half of it is solely dedicated to sticky notes on like to-do lists and inspiring stuff like movies to watch or, you know, books to read. So I think that's good, because when I open up my computer, I'll be working on one half and the other half has like Spotify and my notes,
Really?
which is good.
She's super organized with her 2 desktops.
Not physical
No,
Post-it notes?
it's sticky notes. It's like
a
little
like
app.
Yeah.
She has
Got
sticky
it.
note papers on her desktop.
To each their
I mean,
own.
I do that actually at work. I do have sticky notes along the bottom of my monitor, just of things I need to do.
No, mine's like in the computer.
Yeah, hers are in the computer.
Not on the screen.
Yeah, I feel like I get like a pleasure of like taking the actual like physical, because I do the same thing. I used to have one like a restaurant spike and like
Okay.
take
Oh,
the
yeah, and
sticky
stick them
note
down.
and then it's just like I'm
Oh, nice.
done.
Yeah.
It just feels like
It
you
does
actually
feel good because you're physically like putting it on the paper like thing and ripping it. You're like,
Yeah.
that's out of the way.
like
Yeah.
next thing.
Yeah.
How much or is there any content that you actually create and that doesn't see the light of day? Like if you create a YouTube video, does every single video get published?
No.
No.
I mean, there's been some that we've made that we just, I guess, don't really feel like it's up to par, I guess.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the vlogs, I guess if it's just like a boring day, sometimes the vlog is not as exciting and editing can only take it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of footage too that just doesn't get into each video. Like just the other day, didn't you go through and delete some from like way back? Just
Yeah.
that was so old and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever need to go back in that.
Yeah. We also have stuff that we just haven't posted yet. We have a
Oh,
lot of
our
vlogs
trip.
from our Europe
Our
trip.
Europe trip last year, we have so much footage, but
That
now it's
never
like
saw the-
it's never, and
It's just 'cause it's a lot.
we vlogged every day and like
Yeah.
where we were.
It's something we'll post one day as like
It'll be such a throwback because we'll
maybe.
look like babies.
Yeah.
and like make it like a super vlog. Like is it
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
long?
Oh, yeah,
make it
that'd
like
be
all
cool.
vintage looking. That would be
Yeah.
cool. We could do that.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been easier if you were like editing it every single day and putting it out at the end of the day?
Yeah,
But
for
then that
sure.
kind of ruins your
Yeah.
trip at the same time.
Yeah.
But there is people that do that.
Oh yeah,
For
they edit
sure.
on the go and get
Yeah.
it done. I mean, that is super efficient, and sometimes I wish we could do stuff like that. Because yeah, if you put off something long enough, like we all procrastinate, right? Like those Europe trip videos,
It was a year ago.
Yeah, it was a year ago, and we kept meaning to do it, and then now it's going to be such a throwback if we do it. So part of me is like, yeah, that would be fun to do it like on the spot, maybe once in a while, just to kind of get it up and posted the next day or in real time, like we did this today, and we posted it like that night or that morning. But that doesn't usually happen.
Yeah.
It also kind of takes away from like the purpose of the trip to like
Yeah, like
enjoy your
experiencing it.
time.
Exactly.
And like you're wasting time sleeping and then be tired the next day
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're
That
editing.
would be hard. And like
Yeah.
sleep is so big for me. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm cranky.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's people that have like the hustle where they're like, oh, I just did 24 hours straight. I'm like, I could not do that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
Or sometimes we make a video and within the video we'll say a certain date and it's like we have to post the video
Oh, yeah.
before,
Like the concert one we just did. We're like, okay, we're going to the concert tonight. And we wouldn't want to post it like weeks and weeks from that date because then
Yeah.
people would be like, wait, that concert was like a month ago. Why did they just say they just posted it yesterday? Like
so sometimes that not forces
It holds
us,
you
but
accountable,
helps
though.
us to post
Yeah.
more often. Yeah.
Or if we even put something on Instagram being like, hey guys, this video's going up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times and then it won't get up. I'm like,
Okay,
kidding.
next
It's
day."
next day. I just did that like last week. I was like,
Yeah.
it's taking me longer to edit. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those things are really good to kind of keep ourselves in check and like be held accountable.
Yeah.
What's the audience engagement like for if you're saying the video's going out or if you're doing like a live or asking for questions? What's that like?
I
Lives
find
are really fun.
Lives are really fun.
Yeah.
People like those. We never really announce when we're going to be doing a live. We just kind of turn it on. So maybe if we announced it and gave people a few days, there would be more of a higher engagement rate.
Yeah. 'Cause sometimes we'll do like Q&A videos and we'll just post a video on Instagram saying, ask us questions, we're shooting in the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
But then someone will see the post like the next day and say, oh,
You're like,
I missed it.
Yeah.
But
I feel like those are always really good because then you get direct, like you can answer what directly people want to know.
Exactly.
And they get excited because they're part of it,
Yeah.
Yeah. They
like
love
if my favorite YouTuber was doing something, I would be so excited and I'd send in my question because like,
Yeah.
oh, I might be featured in their video.
Yeah.
So I think our engagement rates are really good when we do that.
Like including
Yeah.
other people. Do you guys do strictly Instagram live? Have you guys checked the YouTube live thing? Because I've seen a lot of people
Yeah.
like sitting at the desktops and like using
like another camera.
yeah, like a DSLR to like shoot like high quality lives and just sit
wow.
there for like an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we haven't looked into that yet. There's so many things that we still need to get familiar with, like that. But yeah, we could look
That would
into
be
doing
fun.
that. We've only just stuck to Instagram though, just because we just kind of prop up the phone and we're just both in her room, like on her computer desk, and we're just like, oh, this is easy. But yeah, that would be something to look into.
Yeah.
How have you thought about the whole YouTube changing in the last couple of years?
Ooh.
Like, do you guys Were you guys making money at any point during?
We were, and it was
Yeah.
pretty steady a couple years back. Yeah, it was. I was surprised. Looking back now, I'm like, oh, we take that for granted a little bit,
Yeah.
because right now it's so difficult. And it's not the
Yeah.
same. Like, yeah, the change is insane. Like,
Yeah.
while it's happening, we didn't even notice it was changing, and then all of a sudden we're here today, and we're looking back, being like, wow.
It was so much easier.
Even our
before.
views and stuff years ago, I was looking yesterday, we used to get like 5,000 to 6,000 views per video, and now it's like we posted a video and like 2 months
Maybe
later go by,
2,000,
it's like maybe
1,000,
1,000. It's just like crazy. And like we've had more followers and subscribers now than we've ever had, but our engagement rates and our views are way down. And I don't know if it's because YouTube just doesn't show, or
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't reach like everyone's subscription box.
Yeah.
Or,
They just
So,
have like
yeah.
a different algorithm
yeah.
on like who wins.
Yeah,
basically.
it's so
And
competitive.
It's not just us. It's I watch even
A lot of
really
people.
big YouTubers that are struggling with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I just the other day saw like a giveaway. Someone had to post a second video, and they're like, "There's only like 200 views on this video, and I'm doing a giveaway."
yeah.
Aw.
That sucks for that
I know
guy.
it's
but
hard. And I've actually caught some YouTubers deleting videos and then reposting them like the next week because they're like, oh, it didn't get enough
Yeah. traction.
views. I'm like, oh, this sucks. It shouldn't be like this. That's so,
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sad, but
Have you guys, or do you guys use like affiliate links right now to like try to get a little bit?
yeah, I
more
think
money?
I recently just signed up for like Amazon affiliate. So I use those now. I'm gotta get you on that too. But yeah, we're trying to look into stuff like that just to bring in a little bit, you know?
Yeah, if the engagement is going down, like something's got to compensate.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
And then I also feel like doing, especially for like Amazon, it might be almost easier to come up with ideas because you can base it around this product or that
Yeah, for
product
sure.
or whatever. There's so many things on Amazon.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's almost more natural because, yeah, Amazon has everything. So it's not like you're working with a brand that's so off from what you're doing. Yeah, and you can get everything on Amazon. And I've been on people's videos where they link a product and I'll click and buy straight through that link. I'm like, didn't even realize it was an affiliate link and that I just helped them out.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
just
like a
gave them, like-
win-win situation, right?
Yeah.
Like 20% or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is crazy that like some people just live off of that,
I know.
Yeah.
which
That's a lot of work too. Like pushing all that out is
Yeah.
like you can't just do it once and be like, oh, I put out one code. It's like you got to be hustling with that stuff, which is exhausting too. But
Yeah.
so
have you guys worked or would like to work, or has anybody ever reached out to you like brand wise?
yeah, we would love to work with brands. We kind of have a mix of some people reaching out to us and us reaching out to some people, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we haven't really solidified
Like a brand to work with.
yeah, like a brand to work with. So we're kind of in that phase where we're learning about it a little bit, and yeah.
Yeah.
What would like best case scenario dream video that you guys were collabing on?
Like I really like the Body Shop, and they stand for like really good animal rights, and their products are really good, and I've been using it for years. So if that ever came through and we could do like a beauty collab with them, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. That'd be
I don't know who else though. There's so many brands that I would love to work with.
Like what type of video, if you guys were doing a video together, what type of like lifestyle beauty?
Yeah.
What would it?
More lifestyle if we did one together.
Lifestyle,
What's
yeah.
like a brand we would both love to work with, or like do something. Anything where we could travel would be like
True.
Yeah.
so sick,
'Cause
right? And like
vlogging is something
vlogging,
we can do well together.
yeah. So that
So,
would
yeah.
be good. Yeah.
What would be like a good travel spot that you guys would want to visit?
Ooh.
I would want to go anywhere in Canada. Like I would love to travel Canada,
Yeah, that would be fun.
but I'm
I would love to go to Greece. I see people going there all the time. I'm like, oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
That's like really far, but
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
I feel like like by Alaska, but on
Oh
like,
yeah.
like Canada, I feel like that's underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the way north up
I
there.
agree.
But I mean, there's probably not that many people there to like make it known. So
Yeah.
that could definitely be a cool travel spot.
Yeah.
What would be on your bucket list, both of you?
I really want to go to Banff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's been saying that for a long time. I feel like that's attainable. I feel like we can do that.
Yeah.
It's like very attainable.
Yeah.
You could like drive there if you
I
really
know.
wanted
Yeah.
to.
I know.
What
I
do
think
have
that's
on
why
my-
it's on my list because it's attainable.
Mhm.
Well, something that everyone always says is like skydiving and stuff. Like that has never been on my bucket list ever, and it never will be. Or
I'm
like
afraid of
bungee
heights.
jumping. Me
No
too.
way.
No, I'd love to do that.
I'm scared of like heights that have edges where you could fall off. Like a balcony. If you live really high up in a building, if I stand on your balcony, I get really nervous.
Yeah, you get,
What if there's like rails?
No, it still scares me because I think about like falling over. Like my brain is like, oh, you could just fall over this. Like I don't know. I can't do heights at all. So anything height wise is not on my list. I don't know what's actually on it. It's probably just traveling.
Like, what if you were on the Grand Canyon?
Oh,
I think I'd throw up, honestly. Okay, I went to the Scarborough Bluffs and I almost threw up. I was like, I am on this little hill and there's no fence and it's just sand and it's a long drop. So
No, I'd love to go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, even thinking about it now is making me nervous.
What's one thing that people are sleeping on right now? Literally anything. Instagram, maybe like a spot in Toronto. Maybe people are sleeping on the Scarborough Bluffs, but highly unlikely because they're like roped off now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I feel like we've had things that we've talked about, like hidden gems.
I mean, we can talk about Post Animal. So this is, I guess, a band that people should. I think they need way more recognition.
They're really good.
They're like a psychedelic rock band that I love, and I went to their concert. I took Rayah with me, which is cool. They ended up like needing a place to stay, and they like stayed at our house, which was awesome.
Where was the venue?
Hard Luck Bar.
The Hard Luck Bar.
So they needed a place to stay,
Yeah.
and then how did they end up staying at your house?
Well, they do like a poster contest, and so my one friend that is a really good artist, he did a poster for them, and so he won, and he like met the band, and then ended up knowing their tour manager, so he like tapped me on the shoulder during their opening act and said, they need a place to stay. Like, would you know a place? And we have like a basement apartment. I said, yeah, they should stay at our house.
That's nuts.
And it just happened. And it was cool because they're like one of my favorite bands. So it was awesome meeting them. And like,
it was really cool.
And they have amazing music.
Because there's always that little bit of fear when it's like a band you like. You're like, oh, are they going to be like
Good
mean?
live.
Are they going to be nice? Like you never know what they're going to be like, but they were so sweet.
Yeah, very
They were
genuine.
so nice, and like having them over, it was really fun. And there's always that little fear. They're like, are they going to like trash our house? Like who knows, right? Because you don't know these people, and like you just see what you see from like music videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really impressed. And now when I listen to their music,
It's almost more.
Yeah, I enjoy it more because we have that connection. So.
Yeah.
So you guys got to like kick it a little bit with them and just hang out?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we put
That's
out like little
crazy.
snacks for them.
Yeah, so people should definitely check out their music.
Right on.
Yeah.
Worst trend. What's the worst trend right now?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many.
I was just going to say I usually don't follow them just because a lot of them are bad.
I don't follow them, but there was that thing that was going around. It was like 100 layers of something on YouTube. It was like 100 layers of foundation, 100 layers of socks. And
That's
like it was
nuts.
a while ago, but it was going around. I'm like, this is just not ending. People are just like, there were so many videos of them, but I don't know what
Can
else.
clickbait be like the worst trend?
Yeah, clickbait's the worst.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I
like
like
it's not even just on YouTube. It's on Instagram videos.
Oh, for sure.
And like
they have that 1 second of the video where it's like some crazy picture, and we
then you
click
click
on
on
it,
it.
and then we're
It's
like, that picture wasn't even part of the video until the last second.
yeah,
It's just for the thumbnail.
Clickbait can go
really bad on YouTube.
And
though.
like just getting you to like swipe up or something.
yeah.
Food spot? Do you guys have any like food spots that you are really stoked on right now?
Yeah, there's a new place in Pickering. It's called Shook, I think. It's like a Mexican
That is
citrus
literally
and
the
smoke.
weirdest name.
I know, I think that's how you say it though, but
CHUUK.
Shook.
One of the U's
Or
has
Chuck.
an accent, so I don't know how to pronounce.
I'll be really embarrassed if it's pronounced Chuck and I'm like Shook.
Yeah. It's like
no,
a
it's-
Mexican.
yeah.
It's called like citrus and smoke.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
really
been there
good.
yet, but it looks fantastic.
Yeah, because well, we don't eat meat. She's vegan. I'm a vegetarian, so they had a lot of options for vegetarian
Oh
and
yeah,
vegan.
Mexican food is a
Yeah,
good option.
yeah. So I was really impressed with that place. I even left them a review on Google. I was like, I don't even do this, but I'll leave you guys a review.
Yeah.
because it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually funny. How many times have you guys left reviews on Google?
None.
Never. That was my first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is this spot?
It's right across from Big M's by the water.
Yeah. So it's a nice location too. It's like down by the
Yeah.
water. You can go there and then
They
walk
have
down
really
by the
nice
beach.
like specialty drinks too.
Yeah. It was just very clean and cute. I'm like, oh, I like this place. I will come back.
Do you guys mind talking about like how you, I don't know if it was at the same time, like switched to not eating meat?
Oh yeah, sure. You can start with that.
Well, I was vegetarian for most of my life.
Okay.
Just because I never really felt comfortable eating meat. As weird as that sounds to some
Is
people.
that like,
I'm just
can you elaborate on that?
yeah.
Like, is it because of the
Yeah,
animals
elaborate.
and
Yeah, so ever since I was younger, I always wanted to be a chef. That was like my
Ultimate goal.
Yeah, that was my.
Anytime
I knew I was
anyone
gonna
asks
be a
you,
chef.
what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a chef.
Yeah, and so I never became comfortable with handling, meat on the bone, and like, I don't know, it's just something I never, I just love animals so much, and so eventually I became vegan and realizing at the time there was no spot for a vegan chef in culinary school.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mostly am vegan because of, I don't like the way animals are treated, so yeah, I'm against, like factory farms and all that kind of stuff. I've seen like documentaries and it's just
yeah,
hurts my heart. But yeah.
And then she always kind of cooks her own meals. That's why she's, I think,
able to do it.
Yeah, because a lot of people talk to you and talk to me about wanting to be vegan or vegetarian, and they're like, oh, I don't know how to cook stuff that's an alternative.
Yeah.
So I kind of, obviously, like, we live together now still, so she would make meals and I would kind of eat them too, and I'm like, oh, this is actually good. And then just recently, I've only been vegetarian since September, which is like kind of around the same time I got my cat. And I was like, holy crap, I didn't know I could love an animal so much that I know people like don't really eat cats, obviously, but it's kind of like that connection of like me having a pet. And I was like, I love this animal so much. And then we would go to like, not farms, but like you drive by on the country road and you'd see cows. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I feel bad. And I watched the videos, and then hearing more from Leah, I just kind of like slowly stopped eating it. And now I don't crave it ever.
I think for the most part, it's because we live in this like world where the meat is so mass produced that animals are treated, they should never be treated that way. And so it's not
really
that we're
sad.
necessarily against people eating meat, it's just, for me, it's the way they're treated. I don't support that.
yeah. If it wasn't so mass produced and so many people were like eating it this rapidly, it wouldn't be this bad.
Yeah,
exactly.
But most people don't even, they're like, yeah, it's okay to eat like eggs and then have a chicken burger and then eat steak for dinner. Like, that's a good
like a
thing
healthy
for
meal.
health. It's not, you don't need that much meat
Yeah,
at all.
exactly. Yeah.
Was there any, like, I'm personally not really a fan of the documentaries that just show
Yeah.
The
like,
slaughtering.
Yeah, the slaughterhouses. I'm like, that's,
I know.
It's aggressive. It's like a lot.
it is eye-opening, and like I do recommend people watch that, but there was something on Netflix, I think, like What the Health and like Forks Over Knives or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was there any films that kind of impacted you to make?
For me, it was this book called In Defense of Food. I can't remember the author, but I read it in grade 12, and it was mostly talking about, nutrition and, you don't need meat. And I think just recently it became a documentary, but yeah, it was that book that kind of made me look at food a little bit differently. Yeah, I can't really watch those videos.
Yeah, I don't
They're too
personally
intense.
go out of my way to watch them, but sometimes like PETA, the animal, I don't know what it stands for, but those videos will pop up on Twitter, and I just sit there and cry. I'm like, oh, this is the worst. I didn't want to see it. It just popped up. But yeah, I guess we just do it for ethical reasons, like for the animals. But then I still eat eggs and cheese or sometimes, but milk, I don't drink milk.
Yeah.
I'll have like cashew milk.
Yeah, because lactose doesn't set.
Yeah.
Set
That's a
good in
whole
our
thing.
stomach.
Yeah.
Well, like technically, I didn't even know this till I got a dog, but like everybody's lactose. Like everybody is
Even
lactose.
like, because aren't dogs and cats
Yeah, you
allergic
just
to milk?
they're not like having cheese and stuff. That's not something that they should have. But like humans have just adapted to it.
Yeah.
But
It's so bad for us.
Yeah, like cow's milk.
Oh, what's
it's
that
meant
thing?
for like a 300-pound calf or whatever.
Yeah,
400
not for
pound calf
humans.
or whatever. And
And then
yeah,
you even said the other day something, the chemical that's in cheese or something is like the same part. It triggers. Explain that.
So I don't know. I heard someone say how like the cheese is like addictive and it hits like the same parts of your brain as like heroin does. And
she's
people
like,
are so
that
addicted
makes
to
sense.
it. Yeah.
That's so nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would 10 out of 10 recommend anybody to just do the research and like
Yeah.
realize that the food pyramid that we learned in school is
wrong.
actually not correct.
That's so true. That's the biggest thing because they
Yeah.
show you like dairy takes up this much and like meat takes up this much, and you grow up thinking that. And yeah, definitely educating yourself is good.
And
Finding
I
out
think-
what works for you too
Yeah.
as a person.
A lot of people think they can't become vegetarian or vegan because a lot of guys go, oh, well, where am I going to get my protein?
Yeah.
But you can get protein,
From so many things.
yeah, in, you know, so many vegetables, so many like beans and legumes and like peanut butter and chickpeas, and there's so much stuff.
Yeah, and you constantly learn about new things, right? And how to incorporate more protein and how to cook differently.
Yeah.
So
But I do understand we're privileged in where we live, that we're able to, you know, get
Have the
these
options.
fresh ingredients.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
not everyone can, so we're definitely privileged in that sense.
How was the transition as a whole for both of you? Like, I guess just from eating kind of normally, I don't know if you guys ever ate fast food or how challenging eating fast food is to now making most of your own meals.
right. We've never really been big on fast food. If anything, me more than you, I think. But like,
There's a lot of different options. Like people think that there's nothing we can eat when
yeah,
we go
like
out.
Subway, you just get a veggie sub and you load
Yeah.
it up with veggies, and
Yeah.
there's a way to customize everything. It's just
Yeah.
you got to be a little bit creative.
Yeah, it takes a little bit more time, but there's like something at any restaurant or any
Yeah.
fast food place, really.
The only thing I feel bad for you is pizza. You can't order a pizza.
Right.
That's hard.
I get pizza and I get it without cheese.
That's what my girlfriend does.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's-
is she vegan too? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And like the diet cheese.
Yeah.
I've had it. Not.
It's
no.
different. It doesn't
not
melt
the
quite the
same.
same.
Yeah. But yeah, some places do, like Pizza does like a dairy-free cheese, but
Yeah.
it's never the same.
What's one thing that you guys are thankful for right now, as of recent?
Oh wow.
I'm definitely like thankful to be living where we're living.
I was gonna say that
because I'm always in the process of trying to like look for a place to move out, and everything's so expensive. So I'm thankful that I'm still able to live with my family and kind of like save up money until I'm able to move out, because that's so stressful. Like everywhere downtown, so expensive unless you live with somebody or roommates. So
Are you still in this process of right now trying to find a
yeah,
place?
always and trying to save up enough money to move out. But yeah, I'm definitely thankful that my parents haven't kicked me out. I know. So
Yeah. The other day I was like on a bike ride, and I was just thinking how grateful I am for Pickering, because we do have kind of like this city, but then, you know, you can just drive up the road like with my bike and you're basically in the country. And then we have the water and we have like everything at our disposal, and we're so close to Toronto. I think I'm grateful for where we live, and it's a good place. So
I totally didn't realize that growing up in Pickering until I was like
looking for somewhere
maybe
else.
like senior in high school, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, whoa, I actually like kind of like where we live, because there is like
It is
you
convenient.
go north
yeah.
and there's like nothing, and then you
Yeah.
go south and there's the water.
Toronto
I know.
and all that stuff is
Yeah,
really
it's
close
great.
too.
So you guys would prefer a smaller city like Pickering over Toronto?
I've always wanted to live like in the city in Toronto. I've always
Yeah.
seen that. Like we went to New York when we were younger, and that was like my goal. I was like, I want to live in New York in the city. So I mean, I still want to experience that, but I definitely love kind of like a smaller, quieter city too. But
Yeah, I think it depends on, I guess, where I'm going after school. New York is somewhere that I can, like, I feel so connected to New York, but I think I would miss Pickering, you know, the advantages
Yeah.
of Pickering, but New York is somewhere that I think I was talking to
New
my
York
mom
is so nice.
the other day about, because I don't really love the busyness of the city, but in New York, I feel like everyone knows where they're going, and so it's different, you know, in a way. I don't know. I love the vibe. It's a bit different, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like a big version of Toronto, almost. Yeah.
It is like, I did realize that like on a smaller scale of like people are just like, it looks like everyone's just got shit to do.
Yeah,
Everyone's
exactly.
like, I'm on a
They're all
mission,
busy.
and yeah,
Yeah.
just everyone is accomplishing stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's enough motivation for like me to try to
Right.
accomplish things.
Yeah.
Strictly for aiming towards females, any females that may have trouble starting creating anything, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would say don't be pressured to do like the typical female stuff. I think I don't know, but I feel like a lot of females that want to start might feel pressured to do stuff like beauty or might feel pressured to do female stuff. For example, like my industry, the movie industry is like predominantly male.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. So I'm not afraid to make a video about like my top 8 like horror films, even though it's not necessarily our demographic. I'm not afraid to do it because it's something I love. So I think definitely don't be afraid to, if you have like a weird passion, don't be afraid to do it. Yeah.
I totally agree with her on that.
Yeah.
Right on. So follow your passion.
Yeah.
That pretty much applies to anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is there any piece of advice that has stuck with you either over the years or something you've picked up? Like maybe something from your parents or something that you read in a book or heard in a movie?
Definitely one that I think both of us can agree on is treat people how you want to be treated. I think that's the biggest thing, just whether it's in your personal everyday life or when you're on YouTube or if you're doing like you work somewhere. I just think treating people nicely is so key, and I just wish you could just tell everyone that in the world, especially today with like so much stuff going on in the world. I think there needs to be more of that. Just people like think about it. If you're being rude to somebody, like that's somebody's like son or reverse the roles. If that was like your kid or your brother, like would you want them going through that? So I don't know, I think people need to kind of like have that mindset.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
be nicer to people.
I would agree, definitely.
Facts. Where can people find you?
We are on YouTube at youtube.com/Leah Rayah. My Instagram is Rayah Dawn, so RayahDawn. That's like my Twitter as well. And then what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Leah Gugliotta. It's LeahGugliotta.
Yeah.
And then actually, I have a personal YouTube where I post just like my short films, which is Leah Googs.
Right on.
Yeah.
Do you have like the slash?
It's youtube.com/LeahGooges.
So if you're sitting at a computer or on your phone, go check out the links. Well, thank you very much, ladies, for making the trek and taking the time out of your day. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
This is awesome.
Thanks for listening to episode number 3. If you enjoyed this episode, I would appreciate you taking the time to maybe leave a review on the podcast app on iTunes, or if you have a question or comment, or maybe you want to send in a voice note or video, email me at hello@thecreativeherd.ca.